Leslie, I think your initial question about that, do we really have an opposition in Zimbabwe after what is happening? You know, I've had a lot of respect for our political space at the moment. I think it's fair to accept that yes, we have an opposition. But I think what is actually missing is that people understand that Parliament is a place where ideas are cross-pollinated and they are used to formulate policy and to support people. People go into Parliament to represent constituents, not to represent specifically their political parties that they stood for. So I think there's a lot of misconception when people gang up together to do a certain thing representing certain constituencies. I think this is what people need to understand, that the agenda in Parliament is for the constituents they are representing rather than the political party they are representing. So I think both ZANU-PF and MDs and all the political parties, if they understand that they are in Parliament representing their specific constituencies and they must champion the cause of their specific constituency, that's what comes first ahead of what the party is intending to do. And I think if we address that holistically and collectively, we'll be able to progress with our politics collaboratively as a country. So that's my answer to that. And then going to Dr. Manu, you talked about transformation and looking at the regional impact of the changes that are happening, for example, in Angola, and what do we learn from that as and unlearn from that as Zimbabwe. I think what we need to learn specifically again is that the problems we've had in the past is that there have been a lot of emphasis in strengthening the power of the office of the president to the detriment of the state. And I think we saw it with Dos Santos, and I think Alex said we should admit, and we saw it again in Zimbabwe. I will admit that we saw it again with our former president, that the emphasis was specifically on the office of the president. And then once you give all the power to the office of the president, then it becomes very difficult to democratize the state and to let the voice of the people take place. And I'm glad to say President Mnangagwa has made it very clear that the voice of the people is but again, in that respect, what I'm trying to say is, I'm trying to say that it's important that we embrace democracy fully and ensure that the arms of the state that should be ushered with the responsibility of coordinating development or assisting in anything that has to be done in the state are strengthened and not the office of the president. So I'm against bad politics, which places a lot of emphasis in giving power to the president as opposed to the government. I think the government should be empowered. And then going back to answer Mercy to your question about opportunities, that's frustration, that there's nothing